Valentine's Day might be on February 14th, but the success that you're going to achieve is predicated on what you do today. And let me explain. It's all about training. It's all numbers. Let me ask you a question. How many deliveries can you make an hour? Start figuring it out. Get the calculator out. Figure it out. What do? You take the amount of deliveries you did last year on the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th. For each day, divide them by 8 for 8 hours in a day. And that's probably what you're capable of doing. Now, I hope you maxed out all those days, but if you did, then you know what your number is. Don't get in trouble like I did. Here's a picture that's on this email of Sue calling the cops in because I wouldn't stop taking orders. Just kidding, just kidding. Not really, but kind of. She used to get really upset with me because, we would say, okay, no more than 125 an hour. 800 a day was really where we wanted to stop. And then there was all of Art's buddies coming out of the woodwork, right? How many owners are shaking their head right now? Yeah. Joey, Gladys, Johnny, the guy down at the park, my softball buddy, and everything else. I get it. But that's what happens. How do you say no to them? And then where do you think they go if you say no? They go down the street to someone else that might be able to say yes. Don't kid yourself and think, well, they'll be back. Not always the case. So the goal is to try to keep them with you. If by properly training your staff, you'll be able to do that. But never assume you know what your staff is going to say. Let's use for an example, somebody sees $29.95 roses on the internet and they call you up. How much is a dozen roses? 75, 85, whatever that number is. Oh, you guys are just rip-offs. Oh my God. Or you might hear, really? Well, I don't understand. Well, I've seen them on the internet. They're selling them for $30 on the internet. That's what they tell you. What does your employee say? If you train them, they'll say the right thing and educate the customer as to what they're really getting before they get in trouble. And here's what that sounds like. I do have a video on this that you can show to your staff. We would never take short stem roses, cut them, place them in a box, and ship them to be assembled on Valentine's Day by your Valentine. You just explained what's going to happen in your answer. Now your customer has been informed. If you don't do this, your employees will never know what you're thinking. And although they mean their best, they're not going to know how to project this. You need to train them. Look at the Ritz-Carlton. They have their creed that they carry with them. They always remember the how and what to say and what they're capable of doing. Also, make sure your employees are empowered to make decisions. Nothing's worse than putting people on hold. Hold on, let me see. Can you still get delivery by 11? Let me check. Is it going to cost extra? I don't know. Those are all bad reflections on you, the owner, because it's not the employee's fault that they don't know what you're charging or what you're doing. You need to inform them. And I have everything you need. I've only done it for over 30 years. Use me for that. I've got videos that are 15 years old that are still relevant today. After all, it is Valentine's Day. It's always on the 14th, and it's been that way for as long as I've been alive, and most of us have been alive. So let's try to make the most of the holiday by knowing your numbers and coaching your team. I'm a big sports guy. When I'm coaching a team, it's going to be tough to beat me because I'm going to use every advantage I have, and that's always understanding angles and numbers and people. You've got to use all your senses and all your abilities to win the big game. Well, Valentine's Day separates the men from the boys when it comes to the flower industry. You've got to know what you're doing because there's two kinds of services people never forget: exceptional and horrible. You drop the ball on Valentine's Day, and they might remember that the rest of their life. So make it the best holiday possible. Contact me if you need any manuals, scripts, you name it. And I've got all these videos to share with you as well. This is what we do at Bloomerang Solutions. We're not just a digital agency. We're a retail florist in disguise. We're here to help you. Thanks.